Hello, Dr. Lorraine Dorfman here, clinical psychologist. So, today, what I want to talk to you about is expectation for therapy. Oftentimes, when people come into treatment, the expectation is that the therapist is going to do something that's going to affect change in the individual's life, almost as though the therapist has some sort of magic wand that, when waved, will change all the circumstances that will make things go better for the individual. This often happens with what we call teenagers who are, say, ages 11 or 12 years old. There's some difficulty in their environment, and they're willing to enter into therapy, of course, with their parents' consent, so that something will change for them without them having to do anything in the process. But it doesn't really work that way. It's reminiscent of that old joke, which is kind of not all that funny and hopefully not offensive. How many therapists does it take to change a light bulb? Well, the answer is that it only takes one, but the light bulb has to want to change. And so, coming into therapy, there's a collaboration between the therapist and the individual, with the therapist giving direction, instruction, or sometimes it's advice on what the individual might do to make changes that would be helpful and ultimately lead the individual toward his or her goals. I had a couple coming in for about a year, and although they came regularly, when they returned home, they would return to their same behaviors that kept recreating the problem over and over again. And it took them about that length of time to realize that it still wasn't working, that therapy, just attending, was not magically going to make things be different, and that in fact they needed to do something different in order to affect the change that they were looking for all along. So hopefully that clarifies expectation as to what happens in therapy. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know by listing them below. I look forward to hearing from you. And thank you for listening.